You guys, this one really breaks my heart because a gentleman reached out to me the other day and he informed me of how he was not only bullied, he referred to it as being hazed. And you know what? Bullying and hazing are one and the same, but he said, he just felt like he was hazed. And no matter what he did, nothing, he couldn't do anything right. You see, the handwriting was already on the wall for him. And I want you guys to understand that it just takes one person of influence. This is how dirty some of these companies are. It just takes one person of influence. It could be a manager, it could be a peer, it could be anybody. And they can ruin your career just like that. It happened to me. It was a peer, but she was connected to management. So this gentleman, what really breaks my heart is the fact that, he's like, I could see if it's just happening to me. He said, but this is affecting my wife and my daughter. He was like, they don't deserve this. And he's right. They don't deserve it at all. And but these companies and corporations, they don't care. I don't know what more I got to tell you guys. I don't know how much more I got to tell you guys about how we have to protect ourselves out in these workplace streets. They don't freaking care. You are a number. I don't care how hard you work. I don't care what numbers you bring in. Trust me, I was superstar. I was the girl that was getting things done. And it just takes that one little hate, that one hater. Because that's usually what it is. It's a hater. Someone is jealous of what you're doing. Someone that has imposter syndrome. And they just got to get you out the way because, you shining too bright. You shining too darn bright. But he's out of a job now. He got fired. So he wanted to know what to do next. And so, of course, my advice to anyone in that situation would be to go to unemployment first. Especially if you have the time in, you have your right to unemployment benefits. Number one. Okay? So whatever state you live in, file for unemployment ASAP because you've earned those benefits. Number two, hopefully you've been putting some money up because in this economy, you got to have something put up. You got to be putting something away in every paycheck, putting something away because these people aren't playing out here. They don't care about you. They don't care about you eating. They don't care about you paying your bills. They don't care. Again, nobody cares. Nobody cares about you and your family but you and your family. So you got to look out for numero uno. I've been telling y'all that for the longest. And number three, if you have like a 401k or something that you can tap into for emergency purposes, I know that's like a last type resort type thing, but you may have to do that or go to a family or friend that you can borrow something from temporarily. But in the meantime, you're going to have to hustle. That means doing things that you don't want to do, doing things that are beneath us. Trust me. I've had to do some things that were beneath me. Okay? And what I mean by that, and I'm not trying to knock anybody that does these things, but you got to hustle, unfortunately. You got to have again, I just did a video about this, how me and my family had a talk about multiple streams of income. You have to have multiple streams of income. If that means door dashing, if that means Poshmark, if that means Macari, if that means Instacart, if that means, go into Chat GPT and say, ask Chat GPT, say, type in, these are my skills, but right now I'm in between jobs and I need to know how I can make money fast. That's how you take advantage of AI. Now I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to let you guys in on a secret that I was kind of thinking like, should I let y'all in on this? But you guys are my community. But before I share this with you, you need to like and subscribe to all my channels. Okay? You need to be, I'm going to stop right now. I'm going to wait for you guys to follow, like, share, wherever, hype me up, whatever. Go ahead. I'm waiting. Okay. Did you do it? Okay. So I took the last few days and I took an AI class because AI is the wave of the future. So you want to make sure that you align yourself with skills. Now, right now, this is not going to help him right now in terms of income, in terms of income right now. But after he's done hustling, he wants to make sure that he positions himself with skills that are going to be valuable in the future. Again, this is where AI comes into play. You want to use AI to find out, number one, what can you do right now to make money wherever you are, whatever you want to do. Okay. Second of all, you need to find out what are the next, positions that are going to be something that my job cannot be replaced, or how can I be unreplaceable in the workplace? Those are the things that you want to look up. Okay. I know I got a little bit off topic there, but I wanted to let you guys know, you got to protect yourself in every single way. And another secret that I'm going to share with you is that you want to make sure that you have life insurance outside of the job that you're working. That's right. Yes, there a lot, where I worked at, they matched my life insurance. And the second I, split from the company, guess what? Benefits cut off. I still get a pension, but your life insurance, you don't get that once you separate from a company, unless you retire from a company. And you'd be lucky if you get that too. So my advice to you would be to make sure that you have your own policy, your own whole life policy that you can borrow from. Now, my husband is a life insurance agent. And in fact, he wrote my annuity when I left the job that I was bullied at. So he took my 401k, converted it into an annuity. And we also have whole life policies. So if you guys want more information on that, email me at info@bossupculture.org and I can connect you with my husband. And what you can do with this whole life policy is that you don't need the policy when you pass. You can borrow from the policy while you're living, but you got to, put money in it. So that's something that you want to keep in mind. Always be investing, okay? So I'll be back with more tips. I like to kind of squeeze in some, other knowledge wherever I can. But hopefully, if you guys are in that same situation, that you can protect yourself in that way. So again, just to recap, and I know he had mentioned something to me, EEOC. You know what? Do not go to EEOC without an attorney. You need an attorney before you go to EEOC. When I went to EEOC, I had my attorney with me. Your employment attorney is going to tell you what to put in that little box that you get, because when the employer gets to write back their rebuttal to what you're complaining about, they get pages upon pages. I know it's not fair to the employee. So you need to know what you're doing when you go to EEOC, and you want to have representation with you. So I hope this information helps someone out there. Again, you guys make sure that you donate to bossupculture.org. We are a 501c3 that brings awareness to workplace bullying abuse and also helps people get mental health care that cannot afford it. So we are legit. You can write it off on your taxes, and also make sure that you visit the website. I have every now and again I'll have some goodies for you. I also have an ebook there, and I also have coaching there as well. So again, I'm Kristen Peoples with bossupculture.org. I love you. Bye.